The moment I turned on the TikTok app, a sort of ad for an ayahuasca retreat. Never looked up ayahuasca in my life. What does this app know about me that I don't? It's Comics in Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd and YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Maverick Man. Today's subject, Evil Batman. Yes, any modern DC Comics fan knows what I'm going to be talking about here. Flashpoint Batman. Batman who laughs. Batman of Zur-En-Arr. Failsafe. Even Prometheus. Wrath. That's sick. Oh, and, sorry, I forgot. Dr. Hurt. Yeah, he's also back, by the way. They just keep on bringing in evil Batman, and it's kind of gotten excessive at this point. Do you remember when The Flash was dancing around on television, and every other year people would complain, another evil version of The Flash? For comics fans, that's the same thing, but with Batman for some reason. And it's even weirder because there's actually been like a pattern of like Batman stories in like the past like decade and a half, where it starts off with Batman fighting like some sort of new or old antagonist. That goes on for a bit, and then sooner or later he fights an evil version of himself. Dr. Hurt, Talon, Batman Who Laughs, Flashpoint Batman, Zur-En-Arr. It's just got, like, it's all started with the Grant Morrison stuff, and it just kept snowballing ever since. Technically Prometheus too, but he's also more of a Justice League villain. Yeah, and it's this kind of stuff that kind of turns people away from comics in general due to the repetitive nature of it all. Like, even if it's good, it's still like, oh wow, Batman's fighting an evil version of himself. What is it, Tuesday? Ugh. Because DC releases on Tuesdays for some reason. Ugh. You know, with Spider-Man, it's just a constant life of depression. With Batman, it's him realizing that his worst enemy is himself for the 50 billionth time in a row. Either through his own depression or fighting a literal evil version of himself. At that point, part of me kind of wants them to, like, finish Bruce Wayne as a story. Because a lot of people were, like, you know, mad that they were replacing replacing him with Jace Fox. But I feel like Bruce Wayne's story, the modern version of it at least, is coming to an end or something. Of a logical closure point. And we're reaching a similar problem that we faced with characters during the Silver Age, where you can't keep a story going on forever. Like, I'm down for alternate universe versions of Batman, but mainline Batman, it's like, I see an ending in the future for this character that should logically happen. Or at least have him go on vacation, you know. The one good thing about The Dark Knight Rises was Bruce and Selina going on vacation. That was nice. They hinted at that in Tom King's book, and I was kind of hoping that that's where the story would end, but what do I know? I also stand by Tom King's run for the most part, but also acknowledge people's valid criticisms for it. And also definitely see why you hate Heroes in Crisis. That story was horribly meddled by editorial. Yeah, Tom King didn't even decide to make Wally West the killer in that book. That was Dan Didio's idea, and it's like, Tom King makes fun of it all the time, and it's like, oh, why did he make me pick Wally? It's like, yeah. But back to the original point. Evil Batman, maybe like just let Zur-En-Arr be the last one for a while and Dr. Hurt. And then just make some friggin' new Batman villains. Well, you have the Orgums, but they themselves are also connected to the Al Ghuls, so, I don't know. I do not know. I'm just saying the problem and giving you room for a solution. It's the best I can do. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. And always remember, praise be to the Blood Elk and fear the Stabopotamus. Having lamb chops for dinner tonight.